Source is saying that you're somebody that has a hard time trusting the process and just taking that leap of faith. Source is telling me that you want to make a drastic change in your life, whether that is moving, changing jobs, changing relationships, looking for a new relationship, but you're having a hard time having faith in that decision. And so instead, you are sitting in a position where you're stuck in the same place. But Source is saying now with the full upright, Source is telling you to take that leap. 10:01 on my clock. 10:01. Hello. My name is Reborn. I'm a singer-songwriter, tarot reader, and light worker, here to help you through whatever situation you may be going through. Having a hard time taking the lead. 10:01. Completion of a cycle and yet introduction into yet another one. I am hearing transition. The transition is scary. What if you can't be maintained during that transition? The Source is saying to have faith in your intuition. Have faith in this feeling that you have been getting over and over again about this change. Source is saying to have faith in this new found intuition, this intuitive nudge. Ooh, goodness. And that was thrown straight at me. Celebration. The Four of Wands. That's also, I see the 1111 card being in alignment. This decision would allow you to be in alignment. It would put you in a new state of alignment. In fact, oh wow. Knight of Wands, actually pushing towards that passion very, very quickly at that. Queen of Wands in reverse. I'm so sorry, Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You don't necessarily have to trust that you're going to land on solid ground the moment that you take this jump. Because, when you land, you'll be landing on this Ten of Pentacles. You'll be landing on this abundance, this fulfillment, once you actually take this move and take this leap. But you don't have to, put so much weight on committing to a specific venture. It's about exploring and feeling things out. It's not necessarily saying that you have to commit to this one thing. Things are ever shifting, things are ever changing, and you are ever growing. And as you find out what you don't like, that will also tell you what you do. Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands is my running away with your issues, running away, train of thought kind of card. Train of thought, boat of thought, technically. Runaway thoughts. I say you actually have quite an understanding of this. You are not moving away from this thing that you were so keen on investing your time in. In fact, you are moving towards it because your intuition is guiding you in this way. Could be water sign related. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups here. Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Hard work coming to fruition, being able to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor the moment that you take this leap. But we're afraid. How do we get through this fear, Source? The Sun card, I see, when it's in reverse like this, I see it as a sunset leading from day to night. And that is telling me, as the sun is setting, that is expanding your shadows here. You see at the bottom of the card here. Your shadows. As the sun is setting, it makes your shadows easier and easier and easier to see until it is harder to see. Completely hard to see it being nighttime. And in that time is when you truly want to delve into the shadow self and see what is truly keeping you from taking this leap. Three of Cups in reverse. I keep getting this fear of perceptions message. I don't know if it's necessarily that this time, though. I think it's this fear of screwing up. This fear of messing up again. What is this again? You're halting your own progress by being caught up in this sense of perfectionism. What are you considering a fuck up? What are you considering a mess up here? Because source is telling me that you think you've messed up before, when perhaps the situation is more complicated than that. And I think that might be where the shadow work is coming in. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Not doing the work. Not doing the work. Source says you need to be doing the work. Even if doing the work means delving into memories and situations and conversations with other people that may be a little uncomfortable. And that is okay. Because there's no need to be afraid. There is no need to be afraid of having conversations that truly establish connection like that. There's no, whether it's with yourself or with another party. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. You're being guided well and fast by your guides to take this plunge and do the thing that you need to do. Don't worry about how other people are going to see you. Don't worry about what other people are going to have to say to you, because they can't tell you anything. You don't listen to those temptations or perceptions anymore. You're not guided by that egoic perfection anymore. And of course, that is once you establish doing, the shadow work and feeling these things and looking within and saying, okay, what is truly standing in my way right now? What thought process, what belief, what inner belief is standing in my way and keeping me from taking the step that I need to take? The bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. Deceit. What lies am I telling myself that's keeping me from taking the step that I need to take? Is there anything else they need to know, Source? 10:09 on my clock, nearly 10:10. Nearly completion of that cycle that we moved into and then shifting away from ever since the start of this reading. Two of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing this rather than as a connection with another person, so much as a connection with your intuitive self and allowing yourself to have that connection to your intuitive self. And the more that you allow that to, the less this King of Swords will be able to tempt you into these mental prisons. 10:10 on my clock. You will not be trapped in these mental prisons anymore. Okay? The moment that you allow yourself, as the sun sets, to look to your shadow and speak with yourself, it is okay to talk to yourself. Speak with yourself and see what is going on that's keeping you from taking that leap. And then take the leap. Okay?